Okay, here we are at the Lacy range. Today we are shooting the 1917 Enfield. Now this particular example is made by Eddystone. Uh, Very toward the end of the war, possibly even after the war. Uh, Took her apart, cleaned her up. This is a CMP gun. Came from them down in Anniston. Uh, Everything is marked E except for the trigger guard, floor plate, and the buttstock. Winchester buttstock, Remington trigger guard. Everything else is Eddystone. Has a slight crack on the front stock, and this stock had polyurethane on it from the CMP. It probably was a VFW or some other Veterans Organization rifle, and but the bore looks immaculate. I cleaned it. Didn't have that much copper in it, so we'll be dirtying up the bore, and we'll just see how it does today. Rear sight set on 200. I have not fired a round. Have not shot a single round. So let's see what it does with my hand load of 48.5 grains of IMR 4895 and a 55 grain Nosler custom competition. Okay, straight out of the box. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we're at. Just a little bit to the left. Let's shoot a 3-round group and see what we end up with. Well, how's that for out of the box? Looks like I need to drift my sight left just a little bit. I've got a feeling it's going to be it may be okay at 200. We'll try it and see. But I definitely need to shift it to shift the sight to the left to move my point of impact to the right. I don't know what to tell you. That's like I said, this first 3 rounds I fired out of it looked pretty good. Pretty like it's gonna be okay. But let's see what we. Okay, we'll do this. This is one of the LB 1917 sight adjustment tools and a regular Hicks wrench. As you can see, it just slides right over. And remember, I was shooting left, so that means my sight needs to go left. The front sight always goes in opposite of the way that you want to move it. And it ain't gonna take too much to do it. But you know, if I did this with a hammer and I'll punch, you know, you may go over. But this makes it pretty easy. Just turn it till you feel the tightness. And there's just a little bit of movement. Okay, just take it off, drop the wrench there. We'll set it off to the side, we'll shoot it and see what we get. Okay, let's see if this works. We'll send it around down range. think that's going to work for government work. I wish it was a little bit higher, but we'll have to change out the front sight for that. Which, if it's off bad enough, I'll probably do it, but we'll see how it shoots at 200 before we do anything. I got my rear sight on 200 right now. Okay, at the bottom of the inverted triangle. Oh yeah. I would say, based on what I'm seeing so far, you will see this in a competition. Very, very happy with that. All right, as y'all can see right there, that's on pretty good. So we'll go down to 200 and see what we got. So let me reorient everything, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're at 200, and we will see what she does. Y'all can probably see the target better than I can. The sun still sort of over in the east, so I'm not getting a good shine off the target, but should be enough to do it. I see dust. I heard the impact. Oh, split case. Oh man, that was perfect there. This particular box, this is Remington brass. This is on its 7th reloading. Y'all probably can't see that, but it's split right there. Not bad. So when I finish this box out of this particular box of brass, I've shot them 700 times plus the 100 that when they were brand new. So if you think about some of y'all that it's against reloading or don't want to reload, I mean, that right there is a prime example of what it would cost right now to load up ammo, 800 rounds. All right, let's see what this does. Another impact. A little bit lower than the first one. Left and right, still pretty good. We'll fire this one. Oh! That's all on me right there. Another impact. Yep, a little low. But I'm pretty happy with that. Let's say sight set on 200. I think you will see this one at a match in the future. That's pretty impressive right out of the taking it out of the box and shooting it like that. These Enfields, they're fine rifles. I'm a big fan of the Springfield, but in World War I, more of these were used than any other rifle we had. I think they ended up making close to 1 million of the 1903s. They had the heat treatment problem. These right here, of course, Winchester, Remington, and Eddystone were all making the P14. They converted them over to 30-06 and got them out there. And I think, I can't remember the numbers, but Winchester made 800,000 of them, 600,000, something like that. Remington made quite a few, and Eddystone made a little over 1 million. But excellent guns for their time. Barrel's a little bit longer, 25 or so inches. Receiver peep sight is far, far ahead of what the 1903 had. Um, Bolt handle drops the. You can see right there. You come right down to the trigger. Cock on closing. Safety's right back here. Of course, it locks everything. That cock on. See, when you unfire it, pops right open. Sight goes out to what is it, 1,600 yards. Battle sight is 300, I believe. Don't quote me on that. No windage adjustment in the sight. Front sight's windage adjustable, and if you want to change to get your zero, of course you have to change the front sight blades. This one is missing one screw right here. So I'll have to. I thought I had some, but I do not. So I'll have to order one of them, get it. Now I picked up 2 slings from the CMP this weekend. That I'll probably put one of them on here once I get it ready to install. I'll show y'all some pictures. I've got 2 Remington Enfields and 1 Winchester plus this Eddystone, and they all shoot pretty good. Now the last the Remington that I got from the CMP, man, I've had a dickens with it. Ended up something was messed up on the crown that you couldn't see. So now I've got it shooting. It's not shooting near as good as what this one is or my other ones are, but finally got it going. And John Brewer, when I told him I'd probably make a video on this, suggested that we talk about how you get one from the CMP. Now, it's really not that hard. And the CMP is the organization set up by Congress to take surplus rifles from the U.S. government and get them to the public. Their mission is to make sure that marksmanship, they increase the marksmanship of the general population. Now, mainly what they're known for is the M1 Garands, and now I've got some nice ones from down there. I generally go to the South store, but there is called the North store. It's at Camp Perry. South store is at Anniston. The Talladega Range has a store in it, and that's also right outside of Anniston at Talladega, the same place where the big race is in Alabama. And of course, me being retired military, all I need is my ID card, retired ID card. If you're active duty, you just need your active duty card, and you can show up down there, show them that, and get what you want. Now, if you're not former military or retired military or anything like that, civilians, you just need to belong to a club that's CMP affiliated. Henry County Gun Club, the club that I belong to, we're affiliated with the CMP. So you take that, your club membership card, take it down there, fill the affidavit out and all that stuff, and hey, you can order or pick one up while you're down there. If you're traveling, you flew in or something like that, pick it up and then they'll mail it straight to your house, or pick it out, I should say, and then get them to mail it and they'll send it straight to you. Real nice folks down there, and I'm sure Camp Perry, the North store is the same way. Real nice people. If you'll ask the guys at the counter or the girls at the counter, they can generally tell you anything that you're wanting to know about M1 Garands, particular ones that you're looking at. And every time I go down there, it's some other new gym or something like that. You're not going to see these listed on their website. They do sales over the web, but and the reason is that they've got some, but they don't have enough. They'd be sold. They can't. They have to clean them and check them and do all that before they send them out. They just don't have enough, or they don't work on it long enough to do that kind of stuff. So usually when you go down there, they're there. Now your grands, you can definitely order them. You got service grade, field grade, and rack grade. Uh, this is a service grade example. It was a good looking gun. Like I say, it had the wrong kind of finish on the stock, and I have stripped that and put the linseed oil on it, and it and there's no doubt it's been sanded. Not a heavy sanding job, but it has been sanded. You can sort of see how the hand grooves right there are smoothed out. But it was a good looking gun. I was looking for an Eddystone to round out the collection, and I think I found it. And it's always a super boot that when they shoot nice. And but like I say, South Store, they had quite a few of these when I was down there. I've over the years, I've got the little Kimber 22 training rifles. Uh, got an M1C, M1D from them. Uh, so you got a international harvester from them. Talking about M1 Grands now, and a Winchester, and then I've also picked up a Korean War M1 Garand, and then a post Korean War M1 Garand. So picked those up. I already had a wartime Garand, but I'm gonna say it's a good place to go and do them. Really not that hard. You can fill out the paperwork online, get a power notary to notarize it, and send it down to them. I also here recently picked up the 1911 from the CMP, which it probably deserves a video too. I have not shot it yet. But with that, we'll end this just a quick video, and we'll go from there. Thanks for coming to the Lacy range, and see you soon.